It's the oldest, I mean the busiest pub.
The busiest pub in Shaldon. They used to have a restaurant there. They open at 12 o'clock every day.
But this place is, well, to me, it may have been a decade, 2 decades ago, but it was completely knocked down and rebuilt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what you'll have to call this video? The walkie-talkie. What's it?
Walkie-talkie band.
Walkie-talkie band.
Walkie-talkie band. We can't stop walking, we can't stop talking.
Yeah, I think the ferry's just about to depart. Sun's going in just at that moment, which is a shame. Ferry number 5 to the bin. I don't know if that's the 5th one or is it 3, I think. Would they all run at the same time or it's not coming out again now. Well, it's got a similar castellated pattern on the side like that one. Moored up, that's probably a bigger version that you use sometimes.
Come on, it's a bit more interesting. Oh, he's done the ferry, yeah. It'd be nice to do it, come down another time and do that, wouldn't it? Early next year, early season before it gets too busy. When it won't be crowded then.
Yeah, choose your weather week.
Yeah, we will, yeah.
Try to get some decent weather like this.
Just stay a couple of nights in that place, that'd be nice again. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So where else is there? Not that I want to stay in anywhere else.
Look at this big dog.
The London Inn, they can be next door. I don't know. Hoover. Oh,
The way he eats his food, is it?
What have you got? You've picked up a pebble, haven't you?
Hoover.
Give it to me. Oh, he's picked up a shell. He found a shell.
It smells interesting, that does.
Chewing up, yeah. Anything chewing. Stones.
You're lovely, aren't you?
Oh, you.
I got one. Yeah, see ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Val just had a baby. Oh.
I'm going back to my dad.
Moving him up, Val. So clever.
No, it's named after my last dog. He used to leave me at the corner and go down the beach to the cafe.
Oh yes, he knew.
Go in and clean and
Hoover up.
The one's arrived now.
one and the other there.
I've just adopted him, but he doesn't know that yet.
And some more go running by.
There we go. We're having fun.
So, a bass player once made a stencil for my drums.
Yeah.
So we put I, apostrophe, M, and then loud. I'm loud.
Oh yeah.
And then I think
Very
about
true.
Mandy.
No, not loud. You talk nicely, but
Oh,
no, you don't talk loud.
No,
No.
I tend to talk too loud because I'm a bit deaf. I think that's right. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it.
Anyway, Mandy, she's got Amanda, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm loud and she's allowed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Oh, it's my. It's,
Took me a while
it's
to-
all part of my
Hey,
condition,
allowed.
my comical
Still allowed.
condition, whatever that is. I can't help it.
Well, I'm allowed to dance. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, you dance, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about your drum kit.
Yes.
Is it your drum kit?
Yeah, it's my drum kit.
Where'd you get it? You haven't got a van up here to bring it.
Yeah,
No,
we got
oh yeah, we got a car now.
Yeah, but you can get in there, can you?
Yeah, we can get
Yes,
the drums in the
yeah,
car.
could get, just about in a
Yeah,
Peugeot
it's quite a big
106.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, all the stuff.
But originally, I usually went with bass players, and I gave them money for petrol,
Oh, I
so
see.
it worked.
You had a van
It
or
worked
something,
fine.
probably.
Well, yeah, they had
They
a
used to
bigger
take
estate
you.
car or whatever,
Yeah.
so you could take their stuff and my stuff. So we used to do it that way.
You got the car, you get.
But but yeah.
Are you mostly on the
It's
castle?
nice that they,
Yeah.
you know, because they've obviously can swim as well, those kids, don't they? Swimming out.
Yeah.
I bet they have to. Yeah. Well, the others have got everything, they don't really
Now they've got a job now because they've got the time again.
That's hard work.
That is very hard work.
Might do rowing. I've never rowed. My brother rowed.
Yeah,
He was a
I
great
used to
rower.
row.
Yeah.
Dad taught me how to row. Yes,
living in the seaside.
yeah, seaside place. So they used to have a as well. Yeah, to Mandy, we went around the coast. We went around Bristol. We went to Dartmouth.
Yeah, we did.
We slept a couple of nights on the boat. There's a trawler.
That was back when you were much younger than you are now.
Oh, there's a big ship there in the background.
90s. So yeah, that would be
God, a long time ago now.
scary.
Yeah.
So
We did lots of stuff, you know, we did, didn't we? We used to cycle out with our bivvy bag and mattresses all over the place, Dartmoor. Did you? Yeah, and sleep out for the
sleep
night.
on tours.
Sleep on tours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reservoir.
Tell them about our stories.
Streets a little bit further. Yeah, this is very much like Watchett's back street, really.
Yeah, it is.
Little narrow.
Fishing communities.
Yeah.
Originally, and some very small cottages, other bigger ones. A lot of variation going on.
And quite old too, by the look of things.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the modern cars, you could be back hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, it could be part of a film set. When you see, windows with single glazed windows, yeah,
Oh yes, yes.
which is good.
And quite pretty, aren't they? Some of them with the the creeper up there as well. Isn't it? I wonder the thatched roof on that one.
Yeah, very old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very old cottage. Yeah, it would have been made out of local sandstone rock as well from the quarries.
Yeah.
There's an area here, because I used to deliver papers here back in the teenage years. That plot there where the garage and the car is, that
Yes.
used to be a vegetable plot.
Oh yeah.
So that one's been wiped out.
Yeah.
It happens.
The little cottage.
And at the back there is a cliff running around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that cliff runs for about another half mile, and it runs right at the back of the street, the main street in Shaldon, and then it meets up with the Talkie Road, and then it goes along again for about another quarter of a mile, where eventually peters out near the river. But a lot of people don't know that that cliff exists. If they're in Shaldon, you wouldn't see it. You
No.
wouldn't be aware of it, apart from at the end of 4th Street, where you do see it. But it's right at the back of all these houses, the cliff. And this, the Shaldon, came after Ringmore. Ringmore was the next community up there.
Oh, right, yeah, I
Well, it's
saw
a little
Ringmore.
church,
It was over there at the magazine or something, Shaldon and Ringmore.
yeah,
Yeah,
from
and
the
the
Ringmore.
B&B, but they only have one. I like to take it, they only have one, so magazine, you know, the
Yeah, Ringmore was the original
parish magazine. it probably
original
was,
parish.
wasn't
In
it?
fact, it's the parish of St Nicholas. And St Nicholas Church is in Ringmore, very small church.
Yeah.
But here, back in whenever, was all marshland, foreshore. So all this is built on shingle. All this flat area is reclaimed land, if you like.
Nice little courtyard there, and I don't mind, you know, some people don't like big
And you would
gardens.
get the sun, the sun comes around.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Especially imagine
Well,
in
and
summer.
yeah.
In the summer, because it'd be much higher, it'd be shining a lot now. There is a
Yeah.
little
Little
passageway
alleyway
through
here, yeah,
here
that's nice little alleyway.
that we take people through that not many people know exist.
No, that's right.
After you.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, very,
Purple.
very attractive.
I don't know what they're called. No,
Much as your trousers.
yeah, I do, don't they? Very pretty.
Whatever they're called, they're pretty.
Established in, it's like 1921 or 1821, I wonder.
Oh yeah, it's
Middle Street.
more a lane. It's more a lane in the street.
Yeah, have you got this?
Yeah.
Little lanes and watch it like this.
Yeah.
There are little
Yeah.
nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Cool.
Come around to the front of the start.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Oh, wow, very photogenic. Okay, can we see this look at that?
That's nice. It's way over that side.
Yeah.
Teen cottage, I think. Yeah, teen cottage.
They call it teen here.
Teen look, isn't it? Yeah,
Teen.
Yeah, they call
Well,
it
yeah.
teen mouth. Or,
Teen and daughter, Teen and Shaldon is almost in one, really, isn't it?
yeah, it's all
Very
quite.
close, isn't it?
Yeah. This is one of my paper rounds. Here, I used to do 3 in Shaldon.
Did you?
This is my easiest one. I could get on next to it in like 10 minutes. It's all flat and all next to each other. Yeah. And there's another one around by the green.
Old traffic. Yeah. But you must go down there and not down there, I guess.
Oh, that wasn't so good. No. We've got some beautiful, like Swiss style houses there. They go up and down, up and down, up and down. So, you don't park your car, you park your boat in the road here.
What's we got here then? Oh, a boat.
Yeah, they wouldn't get flooded.
We've got a couple of days long, we've got 4 days of cloud, heavy rain, and
A lot of it became a pinch of salt.
that's right, oh yeah, definitely. For the last, maybe so it says scattered showers every day on my phone, but mostly it's been like this.
Yeah, it's
A few
strange.
overcast, but not very much rain.
Just
A little bit of damping now and again,
Yeah.
but nothing much.
What's this old stone wall over here? Looks something really ancient just ahead of us
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the original
That's
stone
obviously
wall,
original,
obviously
yeah.
from the quarry, from whichever quarry, or even, I can imagine they might have taken it from part of the cliff that runs at the buffer. Yeah.
Really ancient that must be. Yeah.
And
Like, so I thought that was Smithville Street, it's 9
Yeah.
I thought you said
Where
Middle
is
Street.
Smiddle Street?
Why Middle Street? It's Middle Street.
Ian, you shouldn't say that on camera.
Don't say that word.
There's that cliff up there you were talking about anyway.
No, you can say that.
There's
Yeah.
there's houses up there, and at the back of there is a lovely area called the Botanical Gardens. Lovely. And even people in Timber, have you been to the Botanical Gardens in Shaldon? They haven't been there. Although it's there, but that's a lovely spot.
But it's high up.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, you can't do
No, you can't do that.
You could, if you did want to see them at some point, you come again, you can drive park right near there.
You can park near, very near. Just drop down
It's
into
really lovely, haven't they?
See this anomaly, see this lovely thatched cottage?
Yeah.
Look at the date. That's the anomaly.
Yeah. Some cottage too, isn't it? That size.
Only 20 years old, surely.
That says AD
Do you
69.
think it was restored in 1989?
Yeah, I think it was restored and
Yeah, because it was- yeah.
refound.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, it's got AD, that's
Daisy Cottage. Quite small though. That just the yellow bit, is it?
Yeah.
Just the yellow bit.
Put the few little flowers in and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be good.
Oh, I see, on the
Extension on there.
Yeah, we'll see
Oh,
that.
yeah, that is something done, yeah.
You can see why there's so many smarts in this part of town. But the right size of some of these roads.
Yeah,
Look at it
that's
down
right,
there.
go down these narrow roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a big Land Cruiser.
No. Where are we going now? Down this one?
Going this way to
Right.
a little spot called Sunny Patch.
Okay.
And this building here, I find looks a bit more continental, more Dutch-like.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
In its style.
The wind's picking up a bit now.
Yeah.
It's much bigger turn than I thought, Shaldon. Really. Yeah, it goes on and on.
It's a bit like a TARDIS in a way. If you go straight through, you think there isn't much here.
Yeah.
But there is a lot more to Shaldon.
Yeah.
Than most people think.
In the summer, I go in every day in the summer, but now it depends on the weather. It stays warm.
Is there just to sit towards,
sunny
towards the
patch.
sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
With a nice little palm tree of some sort there in the middle.
Yeah, that looks
Smaller ones around the side.
Yeah.
Must be fairly gentle ambient conditions here for that to thrive.
Yeah, it must be, because it is
Sheltered quite well,
from
yeah.
all the winds. It's
Yeah.
enclosed here.
What does he do when there's something then?
With a sundial on the wall.
Yeah. Wonder if you're in the right time.
Let's go and check. Oh, it's not so old as you might imagine.
Yeah, it's a kind of sundial, isn't it? Yeah.
Level 9,
Right. Yeah.
BST.
Right.
25 years?
No, it's more like
I don't think we've ever
55
sat here
years.
together.
probably about 55 years.
I thought you were only 55 anyway.
Yeah, I wish my mind would tell me that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. In fact, but up there, to the right hand side, is on the main road, is a place called Font Hill, and it's the oldest place in Shaldon. And it's even reputed that Oliver Cromwell even stayed there once as well. But Font Hill owns all those woods, and for decades it was owned by a family called the Grahams. And now they've moved to another place, not too far from us, and they sort of sparkled up the actual old building. But it is the oldest building, and those woods are partly responsible, especially in the winter, for taking the sun away from Shaldon.
Oh, right.
In the mornings you can see the sun over Timoth, and that's where Timoth gets the big advantage, because it gets so much sun in the morning, and in the winter here Shaldon is in the shadow.
Tell us about how we started into what, music or drumming?
Into drumming.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was originally listening to music and listening to... Radio 1 wasn't going when I first started drumming.
No.
And so I used to listen to the music on pop pirate stations, and then I used to look at Top of the Pops, and I was fascinated by these things called drums.
On the television, yes.
Yeah, on the television, and I wondered what all the individual drums were doing. So, I got a few photos from music magazines of drums, but I had no kit of drums at all.
No.
So I improvised. So I got a table, and I got a chair. So the side of the chair I would use as a hi-hat. And on the table in front of me, I'd put a National Geographic magazine for a snare drum. 13, 14.
Yeah.
National Geographic magazine for the snare drum, and then a couple more for the mounted tom-toms. And the bass drum was my third. So that was all right, that was sorted. And I used an old round linen basket for the floor tom-tom.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you call
And
improvisation.
I used to
Yeah,
take
you ought
the
to
record player
recreate
out
that again.
there. But for drumsticks, I had no drumsticks.
No.
So what I used, so outside the glorified
mum's
shed,
rolling pin.
called the Linny, was an apple
it
tree.
been?
So
Right.
I just broke off some
Oh, Brown.
Yeah.
branch,
branches.
which I used as drumsticks. So
Yeah.
that's how I
Right.
first started.
Wonderful.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
When
then
I was growing up, I used to get a magazine called The Lion,
yeah, I remember the Lion.
and in there was a competition to win a drum kit.
Ooh.
And my dad
Oh, that would be like gold
that
dust
was
to me.
before his
Oh,
time.
I'd be salivating. I would.
and my dad was quite anxious that I should get this and learn to be a drummer.
I can give you drum lessons.
Never too late.
I didn't win, but never mind. I do
You
remember
weren't
that
meant to be a
sequence.
drummer, were you, mate?
No.
I think your dad
He did a piano lesson as well, but he didn't like it.
No.
Alright. Oh well, bugger off. Go on, bugger off and sit back down again then. We'll do one more. One last temporary number. She's in the mood, no need to break it. I've got a chance, I ought to take it. If she can dance, well we can make it. Come on, Queenie, now let's shake it. I said, go, Queenie. She's too cute to be a minute over 17. Meanwhile, still thinking, if this is slow down, wait a minute. If it's a rocker, we're gonna hit it. If it's good, she'll admit it. Come on, Queenie, Alex, I hit it. I said, go, 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 little Queenie.
But when I hear you play the drums now, I'm really full of admiration for what you do.
Drums are a lovely thing to play because you can be so expressive with them, and obviously you keep the beat. You're in a band.
Yeah, everybody's following you in a way, yeah.
When I'm dancing, I'm listening to the rhythm all the time, and I'm working with the drums. It's like my body's a drum, and I can really feel it.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Which you can't do. You couldn't do with the guitars, could you? Or,
No, I just love the beat.
Yeah.
I'm very rhythmy, but in a dance way. You see what I mean? So we complement each other. You do the
That's
drums, and I
right. You
dance.
took drums.
Yeah.
Well, it was good to see you doing the introduction last night too. I was surprised.
Mandy,
I forgot to
get
do
her
the
on
one at the end.
microphone.
We thought you were going to burst into song,
Singer. She belongs to a little choir group in Shaldon called Sing Along Singers, which sing popular songs.
I do do a sing along. My voice isn't good enough.
But she does sing.
I love listening to singers.
I do.
I sing to myself all the time, but I'm not a singer as such. But Fun to do. But I'm a dancer. I think my dancing.
You certainly are.
Mandy certainly dances. Tires me out. Tires me out looking at her dance. If I did that, I'd be flat on the back.
I've just got a very flexible body. Because I
Yeah.
kept it fit and
Yeah,
I
that's
just do my
right.
stretching and
Yeah,
I
but it's
just
something like
gotta
that,
have
doesn't it?
flexibility to be
Yeah.
able to dance
Oh,
like
yeah,
that because
yeah.
so many moves.
Do you teach dancing at all to other people? Because a lot of people were congregating around you, weren't they, last night?
Loves going to dancing. She did
I do
go
samba
to some
dance.
samba dance, and you did do some Indian.
I did do some Indian classic
Yeah,
dance
did you?
class, one time.
Gosh.
Samba I know. Yeah, that's good fun. So yeah, I've always loved dancing. So you know, just I've danced since very young.
Always been dancing.
Yeah.
And if I look, you know, if I could have my time back, I might have liked to be a backing dancer in a band.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, if I could dance her in the
I used to
band.
watch Top of the Pops. I used to watch the Pans People dance. I thought, oh, I'd love to be that, you know, on Pans People, one of those dancers, because it's fantastic. Just
Yeah.
watching them. And
Yeah, I like watching them as well.
do you watch Strictly Come Dancing, Val?
Yes, I do. I'm not
Yeah.
so keen on this one. The last one, I loved it with that deaf girl. She was
Oh, she was amazing. Rose,
Amazing.
driving through.
Right.
You'll see the reason why.
But you used to drive a Mini down there, did you?
Yeah, I used to drive the Mini down.
Oh, this one. Right.
That one.
Yeah, getting narrow as it goes down by the look of it.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, because you've got the house there, it's like a bridge.
Oh, yeah,
the house
through
is
it.
a bridge.
Yeah.
In fact, so yeah, they got the bins there, and well, yeah. But no, it's not. We could walk down there.
Okay.
Yeah. You get more of a feel of it once you get into the
Yes.
houses.
It's creative for me.
Do you ever watch Itchy Boots on YouTube?
No.
She's a girl who sold up everything. She had a good career. She bought a motorcycle and she's cycling around the whole world. And
Very
she
brave lady.
recently went to a place in the remote parts of the States
Uh-huh.
where they had an old mine. And because there was so much ore to come out of this mine, they had to make little bridges like that through the buildings.
Oh,
And you can see the railway going through
that's
several
amazing.
buildings.
oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a wild drummer. and I'm not
my own thing, you know.
Absolutely. I'm
So all these nooks and crannies here, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It's fascinating, isn't it? It's really
Arch
fascinating.
Street.
Arch Street,
Yeah.
literally because of the arch.
Yeah.
And he even kept the old Victorian gas lamp post here as well.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's an old post of a gas lamp.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, they just modified the electrical top on it.
They don't need a cherry picker to change the
No. No. Gosh.
character, Shaldon.
Certainly has.
Yeah. And the land back at that lovely cottage she took some footage of.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah. And back out to the seafront.
Back out to
Yeah.
What do you want, Bert?
A small cappuccino for me.
small cappuccino, hot chocolate,
Hot chocolate without
hot,
milk.
hot chocolate without milk. So 2 hot chocolates, 1 without milk.
I don't
Oh, I
drink
see,
any. I don't
yeah.
have a lot of
Okay.
dairy.
Yeah, no, we have oat milk at home, but
Yeah.
some of it's that comes here.
I
And
don't mind milk. I try have it.
yeah.
I try to eat very little
They bring it
dairy.
out, don't they? Out, yeah.
Once I see you go checking up if anyone's left anything on
Oh,
that
yeah,
table.
finding something there.
Yeah. That seagull's called Hoover, like the dog.
Well, he's doing a bit of the washing up, isn't he? He's helping them, really.
They don't look skinny anyway, do they? The seagulls, yeah. I bet they're not.
They do get some rich picking
They
sometimes.
like eateries outside like this, don't they? Where
do.
people can leave food and
Yeah. In the summer they get sport, in the winter it's a bit harder.
yeah.
We were reading a book of poems written by people in Watchet, and there's one that I particularly remember. Oh, he's going to be thrown away, chased away, and there was this fly past, flying display in Watchet,
Oh yes.
and you read through this poem about how he scoops down low over the crowds and climbs up through the trees, and in the end it was written by a seagull.
Yeah.
So was that book in the old days, Jonathan Livingstone's Seagull?
Yeah, Neil Diamond. He sang that, didn't he?
He did.
He did?
Yeah.
That's right,
He did
yeah,
a
you're
whole
right, I
album,
forgot
yeah.
about that. Oh, thanks for reminding me.
You got the LP, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, Mike got the LP.
Yes, I did.
Very much
That
into
must be
Neil
a-
Diamond at one
must be
Oh,
time.
he's a great songwriter.
Yeah, indeed.
Fabulous. And
yeah.
I didn't realise that
Great song,
Monkey
great
song,
song.
I'm a Believer.
He wrote like that,
Yeah,
didn't
he
he? Yeah.
wrote that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He wrote quite a
realised
few
that.
that other people sang.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
did.
Yeah.
Fabulous songwriter.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
One of those great American
he's
ones.
slowing down now because he's at the same
yeah.
age as us, 80 or something.
Well, yeah.
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 We were once babies, you know.
Really?
Really? Can't remember it.
Well, I got a few pictures when I was 4 or something, so I must have been at my age once.
What
Oh,
happened
yeah,
in
yeah.
between?
What's your first memory?
I think it was my late father, because my dad died when I was 6. We were in bed, and because we had lived in this downstairs flat, I was sharing this. I got into my dad's double bed, and we were throwing something. I don't know what it was, and there was this photo frame, and whatever it was, I think it must have been a bear, a teddy bear probably, or something.
Yeah,
So,
okay,
and it fell over. The glass was probably not very good quality back in those days in the photo frame, and it broke. And I kept thinking, you know.
Ah, you remember that, because I remember something
Yeah.
traumatic like that.
I must have been about 4 or something, probably.
Yeah,
4
I,
or 5 maybe.
yeah, I remember being.
Yeah, my
In
sister
short-
wasn't born then, I don't think. But she's 5 years younger than me. Yeah,
Oh,
he died.
Mary.
Yeah, he was killed not long after, and I was just coming up to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really miss not having a dad. Yeah. Mary was
Yeah.
9 months old, and she was fussed over like the
Yeah, she
spoiled
got.
baby, you know. And
Yeah, she
So-
got the good bit.
And what was your story then?
Mine story was here
Yeah.
in Shaldon.
Yeah.
I was walking. Well, I was with my grandmother, and I was hanging on to my bottle with the teat on it.
Gosh,
I was
really
attached to
young.
it.
Yeah.
Really attached to
the kids
it.
usually get attached to something,
Yeah,
don't they? And you like your bottle.
I like my bottle.
Didn't have dummy. No, I
No.
can't stand kids with dummy.
Well, oh,
They
yeah.
sometimes let them go into their 4 or 5.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate
So
that.
this bottle,
I
I
do.
dropped it,
I don't like
and it broke.
Oh no.
So that's my first memory, like you.
Yeah.
The glass breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Photo frame
traumatic. At the time, that's my
Yeah.
earliest memory.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it?
What's yours, Mandy?
We were trying to eat soup in the pram
Trying to eat soap in a
when I
pram.
was a baby, yeah.
So
You must have been very hungry.
Mum must have been
Your
shopping
parents
and then
feed
she
you.
put the soap on the pram or something. I do remember trying to, yeah, it's really
Perhaps she
weird.
just bought
Was
some
it?
because she needed some, and then
Yeah,
they
and it
unwrapped the paper and started biting
yeah,
it because
I
she
think
wanted
I
something
did.
to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wash your mouth out with soap.
I always remember that. So, trying to eat soup. That was little. Yeah. It's
Did
weird.
you like
It
it?
was in the big pram.
What, was it strawberry flavour?
We used to get pears soap.
Oh, pear soup, no wonder
pear
then,
soup.
yeah.
They only did
That,
white
that was
soap
orangey
then.
coloured, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like-
so it could look like a big sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my kind of one of my memories. Yeah.
They used to have quite nice wrappers like Lux and
Yeah.
stuff, didn't
Oh,
they?
Imperial leather.
Imperial leather. we
Imperial
used to
leather.
get.
Oh, we've got a bit
Yeah,
more.
lovely. Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
So there's Paddy and Murphy.
Yeah.
Now, Paddy's doing a crossword, and he
Yeah.
didn't know the answer to 2 down.
Yeah.
And the clue was a flightless bird from Iceland. And Murphy said, oh, that's easy. It's a frozen chicken. From Iceland?
Oh yeah.
Like this bird
Flightless
from
bird?
Iceland.
Yeah.
The frozen chicken.
Okay.
Even the seagull took off on that
Papa
one.
says, don't ring us and we'll ring you.
It's funny. Very nice.